Numera brana achame hene tie adwamu no opani abans bagben odi nsemi to dwa fa sa nsem no ho abefo kwan fa so age eto no e-levy no o chese ase nioma ni na ho mpani nka ho asem nwie nemum ye wonioma bi ho a wonum gusua wonum edi ho adwuma a chese ni nyina kakra be piepie mu a na breso a de wo so odi go bia na odi agu nanum ena mrahye bedwa fie mrahye bedwani ayi eye opani John Abuginapo echirem se wonum enchire die ntia se sika no ana to na pese age na ho nkata asem ne ho mre bob ho ban no ya twa atsensen ya entumi enko so sei eno kiremu.
We expected to consider the e-levy and to determine the way forward. The chairman has just announced that we are unable to take the e-levy today. He did not adduce reasons. We were there, we were waiting for the officials of the Ministry of Finance. The minority side was fully represented and we were ready to do justice with the bill. Like I told you, we opposed that e-levy. And so that would have reflected at the committee meeting. We're not going to take, the officials of the ministry couldn't even attend to the meeting, let alone be interrogated on the e-levy. It means that there's no e-levy as far as we speak, because the first reading doesn't bring the bill into force. As far as we are concerned, there's nothing to consider. We are ready to go and deal with it, but if it's not before us, there's nothing we can do. I should tell you that this whole e-levy thing is an obnoxious one. If it is good, why are they not shepherding it all this while? Why do they want to wait till the very last minute? And today being the day we are rising, even today we are not able to consider this so-called e-levy. If government wants to be cushioned, you don't impoverish the people. You don't take the people through such excruciating poverty and pain.
John Abuginapo abedwaku a wonum ehwesi kasam so memra hye bedwafie wono eka ho bi ne na ote no yeda so etina ma se bedwafo ene wo mensensem ewie wo kosese adwumadi so wabra na sa pofagye trase ena wochi eye ma se bedwani de ma de sia wonum ewo no ton abato mpasua so Samuel okujeto ablakwa ba ye ene wo se watete tesi wo keke kansem bi enti wo kosese adwumadi so wo fa ni nchire mu emra Magana Funya so entering your welcome. Now, a Samuel Kujato, a black of the battery down the Trasa, was again a for Sunday. For the Sadia Mapenin and a black of Fodo. Would you a man second of Funya for the Sun of Boom, Bokumifa, now would you know a idea? Palm, and on what I say, Sikana Mampeni Edin San, and yes, I be a one only second word you. So on one second word the Indian canoe been to me Cobis and Wansam. Now so ye can Sikana word Dinusano, a Ghana for Sika. Sikano Quambe no first word dear. Was some Mampeni betu a quite beer, 9 over to Quino. I just said walk a highway Musay, and while they are for William Akobon from a Jaruho, and you know, teacher said, we are Musena or the Cornebo. Papa Okunje to black water say mampani nana dan kwaku fado said wonti or highway mu sen edi to kwan no se wo fa amampani awodo a wo maba betwam kro eti se kane mampani kofidi ewu okufo kane mampani mills anase kane mampani John Dramani Mahama wo mo highway mu sen amfa ntu kwan am o man ne kasuso sa wo se kane mampani John Dramani Mahama de ye kan wono mpo ena wotimi efa ewie mu sen eha ye de koye enso de kra na e ba akopɛ na ye ba ko personal na Dubai ye ewie mu sen ya wa hai ade atu kwan no ehun sika twitwi de ne ka wode abro oman no enye sem keto $60 million ene ka wabro ade agu oman no wosese wotichemu a wie mu sen mampani hai de tu kwan no se esi ho eye do hwere ba ko bia $14,000 ena wotua na wei ene nsem ode atodwa wo ka se de mampani edi oman ne sika no ehadwen.
President Kufuor Baye, said the circumstances under which the Gulf Stream was purchased was not very transparent into on using. He never chartered. He used commercial travel, either flying first class or business class. He never chartered an aircraft. It is not difficult at all, to say that this conduct, is not dignifying, is not in the national interest, it doesn't protect the public purse. And even security-wise, you check all the literature. Look, you are advised as president. When you say a lot of countries, they don't allow their presidents to even fly on these chartered aircraft. They say it's not safe. That your presidential jet and now a military aircraft is the safest, is the best for you because you are sure about the crew, they have been screened, you know really about the features of the aircraft, you can vouch for it. It's a lot of security apparatuses across the world would not allow a president to fly on a chartered aircraft.
Samuel Okudoto ablakwa wonene mrasabedwane de ma de se owo Northtown abato mpesua so ensamo awdo a wode ema yese nkyeremu wo mampani sika wo se wo di bo man wo ka no na wote ye no na no achi no na NPP bofotene ya woto nkra de ma manyokuo no communications director ya obuabia Samuel lawyer enso ba ye eno wasehwe na yehwe kru ne ani anim ansa ne amanemo wo mampani to kwan a sika ne niema wode ba no ebi na kane mampani John Dramani Mahama wo high aircraft no de koya wode baaye wo se mampani ekwa wode bibi ba na yemfa enso angu enso mu saa anyinam ene yemfa drawa entu enso mu saa anyinam agese de bibi sha no enti se wo high wiem hyen ede ko no no so kopa bibi ba ne kwanso ano no
omampani ebire okọ otu kwan no okoji sika kese ebe peja development bank okoji enimonyam kese ebe peja vaccine institute bebia di wo mampani etu kwan kwa wanfa mfaso kese pa ambe omai enso bibia no okuje to peso ye nhihye bi kire se mfaso die bia ni di omampani eye no eso demom no ononkoa ni papa ononkoa na hunya ononkoa na hoto enti ni woye de woye no na wo okuje to no wo abam no wo anya de wo hoto wo okuje to ti wo ye na meke wo sika yira wo ka mu a sa be no sa sika na firi na yira e unya ne he na ye wo salary
ya boabia Samuel lawyer eno no ono so ensembisa wo betoto de ma Samuel Okudoto ablakwa no na wote ye no
na sese de na ya kasiebo nyina ya mrahye badwafo nti samotene sa ma nyamwa ya toaso mrahye badwafie ho ane da so gina yin atran ya wonom hwe adwadie ene mfidijuma so abadwakuo e ho ene ne wo so se budget no ma hyase a tese ye chicha na wo mo chicha no mo se ye bebu nkonta ahwede ye de ma ye no de wo de aye ne de akachire na wo mo se enhihye ya ban nhihye se mansi bia benya mfidijuma ba ko no ene empani ayese apem ene ensia eye adwuma omanfo atwera agu apono so se wonom de beba mfidijuma ohwa bese December die na emu a emu de omahu se egusu ayaya eho eye adwuma ye bese ahanu aduanan nwotwe na wo kire se abra soafo ene mpanimfo be pie ho a omotwetwe nkomo na bedwako didi nkomo na no musa sesika ko omonte no ye cd opepe mienu akiripo adiosia enkron 2.69 billion bosia de mema se anwuma nyina na won se sika no so bi ho mo hwa sika kra bia ne bi ho kra o matua na ka opepe ahensia adiosia enkron 69 million Ghana cedis bi ho ha empani mebu ho nkonta no ase emu na ho yi enti o sra we no wo se empani fo ba be kire mu kire wonom se de be ya obi adwen ba ye fan na abadwakuo no domkuma a wonom wo mu no pani a odi wo mani mu ye kofi amaboa won na friends em trofo nhia mu a odi asem etudwa.
When it became obvious that the ministry told us that 2.69 billion Ghana cedi loans has been given to one district, one factory. As you know, the record is very clear. They are telling us as we speak that we have 106 one district, one factory in operation. And they projected that some will be added, so at the end of this year, they are going to 248. But what we have taken interest in is that the government of Ghana has basically taken the taxpayers' money of 269 million. And that is clearly in the report, and we have documentation here. And that says that they've given that money to the banks. I have a list of banks here to support the de-risking of these loans that are given to this company. And so basically, if the banks have given out a loan of 2.69 billion, the government has given out 269 million Ghana cedi in subsidy support. So we asked the ministry, as part of our responsibility, that we will need the names of the banks, the names of each of the companies.
Opani ama kofibua na no ensikura no wase ne otune sa fresh wafo no opani alankwajo kirematense omra no makire mu nkire wonom ekwan afa so sika no wakyehye no ma ne ko nwuma hodo ni mu ne se de omri sidi yeye ne yakwakoduru bia se de be yasem no ani beda ho.
And the minister at the head of affairs, the honorable Alan Chamate, must come clean with the people of Ghana to explain where the amount of 207 million that is intended to basically de-risk these loans to the one district, one factory is. Because as we are speaking, this is a document that we've been given by the Ministry of Trade and Industry. Unfortunately, the ministry has been only able to account for 62 million. And I think it's important that this matter be addressed. We have asked the chairman of our committee that we meet as a matter of urgency. We are pursuing other very important probing. One has to do with the Ghana Enterprise Agency. As you know, the Ghana Enterprise Agency as well has given out a total of 169 million.
Kofi Amabua, wano ena adu ani kire dom kuma na fa man mra hye badwafie abadwaku a hwe adwade ni mfiridwuma so gine mma wono nene ena oteye no
na ne sanchofo nhia mu kro ya wo frɛ yase no ena wasade to Ghana fo anim sɛ asoye hwe mfiridwuma ne adwade ho nsam so wo ba yeso wo ba bebubu wo musika ho nkonta ade a kyerɛ mra hye badwafo committee a wo mu hwe mfiridwuma ene enwuma eso no wo mu baba be kase ane enwuma ko be sadua sanson 37 companies ena wo mu ede eto akyecheche wo mu a ye bisa kra se enwuma ko no susu kra wo he a enwuma ko no ye ntumi enkyerɛkyerɛ ena Emmanuel Kofi Amabo a ɛkyerɛ se nesa pasa sesika ya akwa piepie mu sia wo kyese wode ya tax exemption edema sa enwuma aduasa ensom 600 million Ghana cedis no ko Ghana enwuma koi enkyese de ekanya ne se ahokyera dɔɔso ɛwɔ manum saa no enti ono de wanyi ni sesika ya ye bodin ye de mema enwuma ko no so ɛto bi a ye de akyɛkyɛ wɔ mo enum no de atodwa a wɔka sɛ setisa dia na hu behia ese enkyiremu fekofekofeko ebeba
sisi a yekese Ministry of Trade and Industry say omo abomodin aboa 106,000 factories and a mikita list air factories a mabubodi no binum o wa eba Ghana no na ye hu mi danes ye wo matariko circle area monim danes a chama mi grandfather cry adwuma ho ni nyina kan one district one factory no companies ni pikwa na wo hwe sika ye tu agusa program no me ka say ye be law about exemption because here ku ye Ministry of Trade and Industry kwa e de sika almost 600 million akoshe exemptions ama 37 companies esi ye bisa say sika ye de ma exemptions yi who faso abana aboa man ama companies na expand their from growth de aye committee ye hwe na ese Ghana fo nso ti ase na de kura high a entia ya frame ni say ministry another policy or dey boa 1D 1F ni say o say 1D 1F companies no omo kwaji loan banks ne fa mo bank no kura de mo a interest rate no wo sorosoro into omo ye bibi ama banks no at interest rate na se in this bank no ema wo 1 million omo so be interest rate na ye dey to so no say 20% omo betua mu 10% what you say into ministry report omo dey aba ne say banks no nyina omo aka bo mu omo loan omo ma billion
Emmanuel Amakofibua wa ranking member ewo mrasebedwam committee a wo mo hwe adwadie ene mfridwuma ho nsem so saye mrasebedwani ma de hia wono mo elembele abato mpesua so
aha Adom 106.3 FM so ye nyeme no sia kasebo NAKET na wasungusu awutie na ene yenuanom nkwada wonom okan atwede edi kan kora suku mu no upia ba wani mu a wo atoso nan na je free teacher na ho anu aba teacher kotodwe wadu teacher kotodwe afi aba ne sere obedu ne yafuru no mfimfi wonom ho class 4 fo no anopa donko anopa du ba ko na wo hya ase simadua sapepepe ena nkran ha de mia bi wo ho na je se na wo se nka wonom hya ase nsu du ba ko bopa mu na je se nkwada yi nhya ase nam so ama koye piso je se na akwakoya asere sempa ze nkwada nketenkete na wonom etro enso hwese ne ntie nsem nkwada ne tu dwabra wonom etro nso hwe na ho nsensem ohunu de ekọ de eba no.
The paper was fine. It was good. The paper was very great and very nice. And the paper, some place is very hard and some place is very good. So I hope I'm going to pass. It was nice. It was difficult, but it wasn't difficult as that. The exam was easy and I am sure I'm going to pass. Please, the paper was okay. Some of the questions we learned at class came and I was able to answer all.
And the exam that I wrote is very, very exciting, so I am really, really happy.
The paper was 9, but some of the question was not easy. But we forced to answer it. I'm sure I'm going to pass it.
Any over Facebook up home quadano. Wait, I buy suku quadawati. No more you for Papa Bino. Yes. I abazuku ka say ankran young one on the bravo.
We are no abeka a
yes. O the over Facebook up home quadano. Now we class 4 for and say JHS. O the mum. Na oti omo so twere bi ho ntie omo so dia wono kan he
So my example Papa I wait now so say actually na ya chane de pa ade ya sra ban sensan bra mu si ada pass onyame adini nyame nti
As say actually, I'm a ajipa. It's Sra Ben so mana brebiano, yen trosa, yen timi adi. Yenia, am I ajipa? Yada Ben say. So I have biamai, until aji.
Otinkwa dano no na ate so mo so wi mo de no kama akankasa he wo makankasa mo kan de no otimantem ne yebekwa toye so akwakotie na ene nkwada ye ni age a wo mokasa de nko munya de bi asa nkrofo so to he wo mo hene ena de na mo de ba de na mo de bai ye ntia toye mantem nso e de afofo so e kan efa ho.
But before we were just moving mass without this idea, but now we thank God that these ideas have come, so to assess the children to benefit in the future. There will be no chasing the pick job, no.
Me bounce down. The next na every fear 7 to 8 aba. Every by this time, and sana Mati say on ba be starti. E ko bo wonu anawa nkura nya bo. Nti ho no mo de me de aha me pa because yet bi no mo ya tia ya adwuma e wo fia betena ha ye nim pasi ne on ba be ye dipa. Anything na ya ja ya adwuma wo fia e di nkwala na chi ba ba afi no mba be tro de me ha me enti ne ya me sra ne ti so mbe to ade we so a ende omu prepare omu ade ye time omu be mai no omu disu enye sa
ye stress ko tro no e ho so so be ye papa na che say ya tumi ato e ho anamo na ya to aso say next time en so hwe no results an say e mu bia no ba e be man kanya ama mbofra no na ya fo yani so ma kire say by 9 o'clock na o ma sha ase no eno
wei aya awofo no a wo makotwere bi no mu afa na ye nkwa toy mantem ya man boni Augustin bo abogura mu mpanimfo a wo mo hwe ngoma so potem ho didi nkomo Sylvester Japan e de o kan ye nie
yaso so hwe no ye gwa hombo so a yaso ye be ye chefa ewum ye so be twere de ne enti se no di kan ye no anka wo se eye class 2 class 4 class 6 na JHS 2 e na twero nenso ahobwana anhyira antum papa na aye de di kan ni no ama all the other classes no mantimi antwo is class 4 nkoa na etwero it for this time class 4 nkoa na etwero so yo meti na dai na we say etwero so na yeguso a ahobwa vigilators supervisors aye dey for your centers no obi aba na obi adu ne center ye hwese 11:45 e be share so na se
wei atoyamantem apania wono kasama masua tran ye ho ne nate na kasama fo be de kire de ma masua tran ye ya opoku mansa kire mu de ntia mmia bi wo ho ankwada no nkrata no bra na so kotra so twiro e ka akiri
ka wasan ke sha ase no kono se de CD kan no ne mum ya sa twen emre ne ko dubako uze weye ashasi a emofra nkwada mo class 4 actual exam na examination centers no na nyɛ ebi omu school mu hono ma na omo ye no na ya pe examination centers a omo be kwa actual exam to say the omu nyan panyimfo no actual BC no etina akwantu wum kakra etise ne ebe ya akwada no yen rush ne mfa ne cotton examination hall ma pressure man so ne ntu ne pese obi obetu kwan bi etu kwan ekoduru honom na wonya kwan tena se home gye na home ansa na nsɔhwɛ na hyase efisɛ wɔ sɛ the wasi ati ne say one the psychological effect our exams na won koda so say akoda ketua say na wo tuko akɔtwɛ exam your friend of external exam no na wo say yenye bi we krom ada intina bibi kakra ono ma wasi agene enkola ne say de ombese ehu no de ne pese system relax
na je say nkoda no ebedu so ombegyina chess hono mo ka na je say wo kwa wo nsuro bi ozanso hono wa twero bi dada Matias here nti we chess class 4 obani bi class 4 okotro omutro bi otro bi oh wow ayemum ba se hu no be firi omu nti obedu JHS no be fa ne say normal that is why you know what you say
so we wo matro ten we na wiu bra
na minim se
and so the much no this time we tell them much review
we know yeah omo dey practice oh okay oh nice young kuyanim
yeah kuyanim na say yeah kasai enemra sebedwafie wo mo edo masetena wa fi mu nyina na praprachire abawieye na jamo soso akodi bronya bi abesi afefuro no abese dwuma ase na yenkwae ne krakrakrakra ensema hodo a wo mo abobo ne tofa say wo mo sode wo ma wie adwuma esase wo mo ye ansa na wo mo besode ana se ye ho aputuprum ye wo besa babiem oyina ponsa ene ye mrase badwam eye kas de otonkra ema yen oyina ma han
Yes, me am never.
Echire boko de.
Na me ado boko.
Monya so de ana.
Yo me aba me da se wo be hwe se de adwumadie ekoso ewo eye mrahye bi defi hadum dia. Na wo hwe adwuma ahodo aka na esese abedwa no etimi ede wani efemu na wadi tumu na ne wanti tumu so woni ede tu da bi no. Enya de adwuma no wona asie wie. Me no ka sei budget ya fe bebesi mu budget na wo koso a wodi mu aboabo esese eye ministry anata se ahodo dina ede wo budget ba na bedwa no etimi agitumu ansa na wako na sa wo hwe adwuma twetwe dia egu ho de ne sorry say anka 24 e kan say ne anka bedwa no betimi ansori na wakokodi bronya na wodi wodwuma die nyina abawie wo sashi na anka wasan eba wodi bronya wia enya ade a ebetimi akoso esane se na me no kasa na ntefi me no kasa die ade a asoe ankra no ena eba na wodi wo budget ba na so wo beji atumo na wadi atumo na afi fofora ba na ne wo hwa eya asoe ya hodo a wadi wodi atumo local government wadi wodi atumo foreign affairs wadi atumo affairs wa Greek ena tese asoya hodo no wone ko se ne paade sabegya ne se wo be sori dia enya ade a wo betimi asori na moni ate ne se esa ne se budget no won se mo sori bebre na afenso yile bi se mo monti no wone eye ne wo fre no appropriation bill no na wotimi ayidi nyina awie a wo ko na so wo san ba yile bi nko ade wone be hwe no soro nko na mo manne se be sori efi ha e de akode menji ni se ade a edisi
enti yenhwe se ene entumi maso na wo se de wadi kan aka asoe no ahodo sei ede na aka kire a sese wo mo ede ba
yo me no ka se wo hwe ene eye order paper ana se ni ampeni hwe so edidi wodwuma asoe ahodo no na tese wentimi ende wo budget entumi na so ebre no ana se standing order se yamfam minister na mfamba na parliament andi antuma na jese enya ade obetumi edi sika waso wonfambo oma na obra afimpino ene adenu mienu eba besimu eno ntino betumi akase asoe ya aka wonfa wonde embaye no edo so sin ya wode aba me no kasa mpiripira me no kasa podie finance committee kura woni egusu a woni ehwehwe niema mu anna woni ede aba eti na meka no asoe ne de dodo no na wonfa wode emfa ebedi mu ewa ha
international se empanifo leadership no ayese se wo mantimi ansori enei ebekwa akwie dabai
wohwemu a na yewura eye Muhammad Mubarak Muntaka asase no odeto eye chamehine enimu ekache ne se na mo se yen sori de enya de betimi abato ntianka be ya Franco a penima bosomino edi aduonu baako no nanso no dom kase no entimi anje antum esane se wono won hyehyɛ ya saa bie na wasanka wonyina wodi wonim akyire mu e wasantema mu eno di saa bie ya no kasa de mpanifo anase chamine no emfa kasa endwa deben pa na eye parliament be sorry nanso yehwɛ sɛ enne business be kɔ na wie no yebehu sɛ otena amobeba ananso se na wachi esimu no ebeto aso no ma gini nyina atumu ansa na parliament asori
na yemfa wonsi ai sede ene anya maso ei de eyede ye ebekwa akotwa kowie na wotwe ai besimu no na ebia aso ya hodro no timi de obi ade aba ama womatumi aba benya approval na chese womuso nya kwan mrasebedwafo akodi bronya ne benti yensa ncho ne ohena ponsa mrasebedwam wonne to nkra ema ye na wote se wode amanebo koso ho ebre ye no
yemfa yani enche semfufuro na meka sa high Adom 06.3 FM so nweno sia kasiebo yensha ne ye de dawro no an yebo enhyira 104.5 asantemantem no mbutuo na womo so kan ho agi ato nkra bi akoro no bebre dia yetiasi maame ama benyu ado ama Chavez sara na manyose mu ofre no na kache maame wa firim na nyame adoma akina na wo hye na yie yo ase obebisa se won hwan maame ama benyu ado no ye mrahye badwani de ma manfo gomu apu ya batom fesa aso mfimfi mantem na kire se wo no fia pema hankro adionum 1950 ene ya manyose mu bine mu pa enam so masanhye enti Adom kase ya boaboa enioma no ade agu mu a kire se mi hu nsam ya kuchire nyina agu ho na yentie sade maame no hu nsam bra obebo ya manyose mu sade no ye ne enioma fa etie
Ghana shradio obaba ya Ghana nya ne subida ena omeya hwere maame ama benyuado oba bese wontumi nka manyonse munyini sinchen wo meyi mu na sese ye kana brabo mu nsem a ye befrase mpo afiri.
The late Honorable Mrs. Amabenyuado was born on the 28th of February 1948 to the late Obapen Adwobawa, who was a member and a royal of the Chidan Ebusian family of Gomo Abra, and Opain Kwamina Sa, who hailed from Gomo Poton, but they both lived in Aguna Swedro. Opain Kwame Sa was a Muslim. Honorable Amabenyuado was named Aisha. It's when she got married that she became Mrs. Amabenyuado.
I met Auntie Amabenyuado, formerly Comfort San, late 60s, when I first came to Accra. We stayed together. She was then working at the Burma camp, and I was at the Accra City campus of the University of Ghana. I asked her one day, wouldn't you like to come and work in the university? And she said, oh, she likes it. She was among the first employees who was employed at the cafeteria. From there, she was sent to the municipals as account clerk.
Odrubia fufro de nanso Amabenyuado ema tentrene ene pepepe ye edi nanimu kan.
There was a time when Lawrence made his school, the first school. That time they were distributing rice and so forth to others. Then when they gave the rice to the junior staff, 2 people were sharing one bag and the senior members want to eat. But it seems the one that the junior staff were paying was higher than what the senior staff. So confronted them that why is it that the junior staff are paying, the senior staff are paying less. So they got annoyed with her and transfer her from the municipals to cash office.
Ye frasia na sadie ama benyiwa do ekoma omanfo won dada setena mu ene amanyosem wo no e won ye frasia free.
She had the backing of the late head of state Jerry John Rawlings, who was the one who identified her. Yes, it was Jerry John Rawlings who identified her as a real firebrand in terms of being passionate about the rights of workers. When he went to Legon, I think.
Obe company for na wodi Teachers and Educational Workers Union tewu no anim. Osan be ye titena ni. Emma Ghana yesu apon kase na bedwako ya e hwa tentenene ene nsatraye ho nsam so. E wa afi apem ahankro ne adwotwe enan. Amma benyiwa do ne do a no wo mamma ene se no wo presi oba bia benya no ne wagina ko ama ne hunti. Emma wode ne ho Adom 31st December Women's Movement.
As part of the 10th year of the revolution, where all cadres came from all over the country, Amma and I were chosen to be rapporteurs of one of the groups. We were together putting up our report until about 11 o'clock. I think Samgaba, who was then the deputy secretary for CIDA, came around. He came to see what was happening and was so highly impressed. So Amma, whatever she was doing at Legon, this one projected her a lot more. And Amma, there was no doubt in our mind that whatever we want to do politically, Amma will be one of the leading members.
Wabra, kabima menkebi, eji nhine wo mayi mu, e wa afi apem ahankro ne adokron mienu no. Amma benyiwa do, e beye wo manfo ne nyina adofo, Amma wo yi no se, Gomwa West abato mpesua ne so no. Wo nyine mu Emma wo.
I think a 3-term MP. That is not an easy matter under any circumstances in Ghana.
And Amma is a very hardworking, very resilient. Whatever job you give her, she does it with a lot of commitment.
Antama yobia ye Kagoma West NDC ye in this in China on ye only the first parliamentary candidate. So your electricity over Goma West about 90% of the communities Mamina Bedro and Australia Moeden Wunya. Me no kasa se chara ya akwan awo ho a abanda quota gudu biara mamine ne time na dam akwanyan oba magomwa West 2020 elections ekura oyi na kasa niska apart from afutu a ozuma hen oyi ne kotokum ska osan de boa ma yede campaign.
We lost the elections in the year 2000, so we all had to fall back and come back for reorganization. Therefore, to project the party, we realized that we were quite weak on the radio stations, particularly the can speak stations which were coming up very strongly. We decided that some of them should be regular at the radio stations to speak in Akan for the majority of people who listen to us to understand. And Amma, General Mosquito himself, and Ofosu Ampofo, later on Baba Jamal, they were the people that we used to encourage to go to a radio station. And they became like institutions.
We were in opposition. I came in 2001. And so it was very, very hard for the NDC. And I remember you wake up in the morning and it was the insults and the aggression, towards us. And I kept looking for a station to tune in where I could hear Amma Chavez, my mother, Amma Benuado, because her voice was so comforting. It was reassuring.
Ane, I was there for to see me in no. Amma, Ajin Satraye, awa too.
The world has lost a political stalwart in the person of the Honorable Mrs. Amma Benyiwa Do. But for my siblings and I, we've lost a loving mother whom we miss very much. However, as Christians, we mourn, but not as people without hope, because we believe that one day we'll be reunited with her in heaven. Rather, we choose to focus on the positive impacts that she has left in our lives as her children and in her grandchildren as well.
On this note, the Royal Chudan Ebusian of Gomoabra would like to see the opportunity to invite all and sundry to join them and the nation as a whole to celebrate her final funeral rites and interment, and also that is on 18th of December 2021, and also her Thanksgiving service on the Sunday 19th of December 2021, all at Gomwa Abra.
Ojitu mu se biaye bia wo bedru no e wo sensa treye banti wo anwane amfiri satreye ho e wo mu se enipa dodo no anim no e wo amanyonsem mu de nanso ama benyiwa do a wonya ne ba bi kroi wo yi amanyonsem se nkyan a no wo abusua a wodom na wo san esom due obatampa demre fadue na wo yeja wo hye wo ye wafamu de nanso kanea no wo de amanchirima enchirima nyina ba beti wodi mpa na honhom ekuta wo no wafa bi e de abo wamboso ano demre fadue maame demre fadue owura yire ama benyiwa do due ni amane hunu
we yen samu afa maame ama benyiwa do NDC amanyokuo no baba ko na je odi tintima wo mpa obeye ema dom frefo de amanyokuo no obeye mrahye bedwani obedi suafo di bre chese obesom ne manti ne ho nsem ana nwumre wote no
ene yenkwai amanebo a efri ekropon bode eba no ekirese enkwansia bi asi na nkwansia ne echi no enye de kra ene sei wo kira abusua bi kwa akoyiwo mamu ewo mochire akwa akosie na abobo ya wonom edenam no enna ba kwa akonya nkwansia amaye kasai ekra eba ne se wokra ba ko ato ewo mu yenkwai na yenua asoroba banasko one fan woman ye mo ye na ni nyina mu no African so ed videos no to Facebook, YouTube, TikTok and afei Twitter hon so ba obehunu sede amanebo ne koso no ene sede mfoni no so etie asoba majo
mejo so meniaba
wamanebo na ode ba no enye dade na nso ye dani a tia ne sese etie boyemu
yo numre yaka bese sima enum na no nsia boya na ebetu dwa echese abusia bi a wonum free achimkom eno wa manso amanfi empakamu ho wonum eba beyi wonum ade hia bi akakopɛ wonum kwabre ewo ho na no na obi ennim de kofa ba ya na onua bakɔ ye fe no na kwame amankwa a wonya mfinchia bese aduasa enum ono ate eye abobo ye bi tricycle yeso obi ennim de ye ana bauxite free na chi eba sabram no kase de ababetua fa so ama se etiefo ehwe a won ko Facebook go hwe video no nitina ayam aye arafo sem papa ma abisua no sabre die je
aso ano so aso ba temenka
meto nka me aba
o se de ne betwi fa abobo ya no so
bauxite ibi bauxite car
na bauxite ewe reho sam de na so na me maintain sa bauxite timi atwa afa nipa so da tena mpese osi so na emom wo se bauxite car ena etwifa nipa no so eti emfoni no na ba Facebook ene YouTube no ebusua behwe bi menu ato asoma yen
yo eti eba ne se ebra yenya ne ntie sa de duam tukakopie wo ne se ya reho sam a abrante no mo chese wo di okada no anase abobo ya no dane ne ho ewo ho no wanhwe enhu se ka no eba na atuma betwia fa so ayamiti ama sabre abrante eda ho no sa no a akoya ro se masansa mabusuafo ye jadwo na worom etwa
video no ano wose kakra ebusua yesro so onyo bi a okuku odu saa no a na wabo wani ato free kakra amaye we kra no ya ne black and white ena yakrakra so pan no ne hwe no enye bete enti ebusua bra Facebook ni YouTube ne so wakuku odro dia behwe se de kan kwansia no te na emu no na woda abobo ya no bi anasa de en
emu no eda ambulance mu nti moto riders a no ka ho a na abobo ya rider yi eka ho ene te se wono mo display wo kwan so a watumi akofa sara go semi so dia beka abusia yi
ade ni pakro no otwi abobo ya ne bia na se otwi ye fidie tetafo moto ni bi
wontwi bi miniaba
na wo mo no simu san
te se abusiafo na empepi no se wo hwe a wono ba beyi emu afri motre dia kwa aya na motofo edi akire na wo hwe de wono mo ye no a miniaba aya na aya reho enu bi net makofa sara go semi dia bi
emu no aposifo aba ho ya bema so
me no kase apolisifo aba behwe emasa bedie wono mo apagya emu no
aso aba yemfa wonsi a efrise emfone no ne hwenan kasa ahomete kakra
enanso biem enu asama ye kan ya no biem
ene ho moto display ene ho abobo ya display won so afamu ahwere won kwa ebu basa ya kaka nkwansia ne yehwe yi a
si nyameni ho
asoba banasco ena yete ne nka efri akropon body no amanebo no eno ana ne yehwe Facebook na yate no
yebeko trust roofing company akachi na hode on chance de bodan so ho adwuma no moye ene chance bia opebia omo na hodo alozinc dio aluminium dio galvanized steel ye wonu bi wona fiber glass so ho eno achi no circular wave betware nyina ade ama ye transparent fiber sheet eno chance no kama na chese onsa kan odi na nkran heya wo matana kese no malam ne kaso contempo no aso aka modu broadcasting ho na ni hospital ni nchen omno di nhwani mu kumasi ahensan kumasi ahenema kokoben yaz hona be hu wonum sanso ena MTNC ebre no anie enti de ohia ne se obedale star 170 hash obekire option 1 da bi we option 3 na fe no bekire se airtime any bundle na wa select option 1 airtime no select option 4 sa de mepe biensa de mepe ba ko mi enan na je se ni nyina no mano na wo pe no na obetimi anya no dodo ye kasa opeso kasa no airtime no dodo abenya no enya sam to bebre beguso na de atwanu mu a MTN pe ne timiye fa ho ba wonom na enye kama no atas clinic and process center ojo so sem nkoyi a obehwe no aye nyina ba obema no ayemre aye ketekete yefon ama ojo so a obre pa afi wa yemre mpem awo ma oba ne bema wanya yade kwankro ma ne memma osi mojabroso eni ayade ahodo nyina ne odru atas clinic obehwe onima police station obe Maslot Hotel the Onset International School na chiwope ube hu wonmo kasa prakosi bro nyanye ebeyi omanom ne na omoto bi se Puma Cola Puma Tamarind multi fruit ye akase ne adantem wo ho ubeto apem a ye de oha begu mu tubra beto yemfa bibere nka ho na koto ndi mfaso Grace Homeopathic Clinic Mandina Kachi abono wonmo yade ahodo ha wo nyina omusi adwahwe general consult laboratory service general body scan physiotherapy na dietary counseling ekoso ho nti Mandina Kachi abo last stop ubekọ na tese wonmo ho ye adwuma DBS men kan chose bronyan ye hian se oba beto nchense na to amfrinhye do no be di akira ma o de carpenter ni be du akira obebo free di amade omo ye no free roofing ye bodan so acha okwa eno nti udru sprinters obe papa restaurant Saperman so watraye ho high sense bronyan chiranko a wo hyase wo de Adom ato so ne ni nyina television refrigerator chest freezer air conditioner gas cooker washing machine smartphone sound system de ka ho nyina ebo na de si from baby o matran obi akọ o ma de Adom ato so kran ton siatika yade bone a ene ema wontimi na ntimi nyina wona so yie no wode afidie ni bibiduro South nti 21st clinic ubedu ho na chese empani atena ponachi a wo hwe wo nya no nko aska na hodo okoso massage na fe machine treatment nso ebi ekoso ho o ma atena makoma dunum uduru ko fodu a wonmo ho nkran ha dome ha video dan kese no amu eye market ho mo ho ehwan overseas oni afa radio na ben ho chakra de sunyane tachiman go so wonum ho Franco Trading Enterprise men kan cho se NSC social media ho na dwade ni nyina akwa gire nti uba Facebook a over 100,000 likes aye omo a de obehu no ho bia obetimi ato woto a fafa code so 189480 phone bia ohia bia na chese won saka arabraka oni Roxy Cinema de din hwani me ho na ye omo head office omo obi o mia bebre bia a obi ato omo nka no ho ano mo ba heba center se odompe no ye to a ebu ye na chese anto ye nti atene emu hwew ayese de ye fon a eja chamfo ban wo se bra obehwe ma ho ato nka se nyina begegina naso na chese bia e kama wo mo la shibia ben ba wala Bawas Club committee 16 a 7 na make tema kuma se tonsu ago asabia na chiri ope hono mo a chamfo ban se bra obehwe na fe bia koye total fam wo body se sane na isane ba fom ene enwumre tiba total se papa no bra wonom na beto ama wo tinkon na je se ensiachi ba mpimisia ho afei esanse mfrinjame nso mba yenti no o ma je so bibia do ho boku no o mu chemu no bi wo ha da bia woto ana ja lubricant no woto ana ya tefri so edi ama tumrikai na betwe udin na beto fam wo papa wo ho by malaria malaria dro achese betu asie wi edi ama wo kudos pharmaceutical na akofa ba yon kwada ne mpani de enti se wunya bi a PBC fie na dependable herbal home Madina New Road greenhouse no mo one of the Adom natural man Miss Chaba eno memedro be ma ho yie pa ma be ma ntini gina na so na fa adwuma bi a so ye no timidi aye ye wadom lady care castle so ne Miss Chance ho eno so siesie ma ye ma ni yie na mo ba ayo ba rese ena Adom tonic eno ye moja dro sronko afi Adom malakio etridi ase akuya ne yenkoi asantemantem
Yankwa santemantem sabre ya obedisio framanfo atene dwamoyin de ewo santemantem so wonfa emayen
I agree with some sentiment in Krokuma. Say now, we say a sentiment to PM Waha. Says, no, will be near Atia sentiment man can so better say the Yadian can so before Bia. Next one, and so man who knows about whom you know, I'll be one inches in Sonum. A year of a baby match as a dear would be any name of the Bruno Eba sentiment in a sense, some way. I'm more tickle cost or 2 4 to 2. Akasa ewumu and someone no could enchimbo Chibia or the Abani.
Asante hene utumfo se totoso emienu ediato edwase edienti anampanyfo atena ho amenei ensase wonsum ye twetwa atonton asisi dan omiamia ema ensuo eyirifa yen
Minister wadama womo bobo ehwe yinefre town planning for no yehye hwan ase yehye momo ase a wana ema permit mi esi dan edienti na nsuo mu nyina afedi esi dan ma nsuo eyirifa yen assembly no na ma permit lands officer bi wo ho ana eye dan ne ma kwa ma yekosi edan si nsuo mu
kopanyine nka semu esade tudwa se edisa Ghana mpanyfo adwene ekọ animu ehunu se enipa edoso no ediso mutimi eye enhyehyeye a ebeboa amanipa emo MP so
wo nipa no ye wu bebre and kiosk won atwa man mu asia adenti ne any forward plan ye between plan ye hu se nipa population ne 5,000 and ye do 20,000 I was a hana fi ye yisa de be ye store aha ne de be we na kro no mu na ho nipa ntimi mfa pavement zo nko ana na mo kaza mo kobun so am abato a beto ama mo nti musuro se mbebuo mumu
ne krokramu asande tudwa se edisa nananom ehwe se ensase ombeton bia na ebefa emrakwan so na aboa ma ensuyiri amfa yen
seze krata na ye ye se na abeto asase bia wo so otete na ye ni nyina de come ye de ensa sha ase ansa na wonso watimi aton asase eno na chese ye yi kwan ye bibia wo Ediansu enyasi ekoffa Sovian tokron Sovia na de tonton zase no na ya nyi ni ya pe ka kra kwantini kofi no ayekom you say edana say na minim say akola ide na kreni me bona baso oba ye afi krama na adwuma wa ye no afi adwuma minister we ye no me dia dance say ye wotena wa obeye bibi papa ma
Nana awuku danchambuo amaneboni
obi desie ofori amanfo enemedia kuya ene Friday so mo ho mame
bia betumi esi menim so obeyo hu fi ene Friday into de ko na starting ntem obedi si ofra amanfo ene de free asantemantem aba no
na chese ne ye sansi form one na Elizabeth Kalese nyame nhyira obi ayate uka linka kra bra kwasi lamba ose onde ono obedient ose mamu fi monyamfo kuja to black propaganda no oye we akokwa ono so ose na na kasanti obi anyi din na Zion Prayer Ministry International fire uja ose ne ubedru a enefia danunwa ebesu coastal ho na fire uja one of Zion Prayer Ministry International ose ye hwe free ho ne ona ti su twia den enti ane oso for fire uja ya chia onwumre ona ti baba bi kama pa bra kwasi maka ho de nshiraba maame grant ose adom da bia ye hwemo kama ba ko mi ni bi wa fa so na mere one so abeduru Ghana nti ye mo akwa aba
obi yapon
ne kasie na si obiri yaboa Phantom Fremene
atwa botantim nana ekwe champa masafo adu
aboa ye boy echido me de kase ne ba ye ni akosua amako ademrunkum brefo dakwa kwa mikulenu Dr. Shine na kono omie ne di ono manimu Facebook live so hunu ye dia na chese ene African ono na de ba ye enwumre yi efiada moso Papa Bills betranse African say
afi no opedin ye friend no Edwin Tete afi
okay and this is from African view Edwin Tete say why
rename me and answer day what say din
we find say rapture no
what's the sun house in we try rasta no go yin say what's the sun
ne papa free mu na ma oye ina ana ha akuba ka be jawo na some church di no mote ho ese mo pesa mo jese mo de mo wodi ndada na enofia dai Papa Bills na ebetrase anwumre na nwum a wo bebo wo no enya nwum ketwa enti koso na ti ye friend fiada moso mi jahama no papa ene je na nwum no nsu hayya na Ghana fu nyine ti anwumre di atwom na no akoda
senka betmate so bi biara anka why na be
Sa wobetumi akọ baby biara wo pe a wonya ankonam atenka kwantempon sai na wobetwa
so wakade a ebeboa ma woda yeso no abamu a emre ben na obehase
se asobia betumi ate woni a why na obehye ne nkran
so wo sike betumi to anamon tentem so edo akire chenya wankasa betumi a ehe na ode beko
Sa wobetumi aka atesem ewo kasa ahodo bia mu a emu ne he na wobeka
se bibiara ensi wo kwan na obiara ta wochi
na amasani na gani je twewa won kwa menko
woni yentu anamoyin bom everywhere you go
Wetin go happen if you lose your voice where you no fit take shout talks lozenges.
Hello, Master Shen. You say no?
No.
Oh, okay, I'll carry your contract, give another person.
You hear? Make you no lose your voice. Make you take